such a waste, such a waste, such a waste. Looking on the city lights, flashing bright in my eyes. Look up to the sky and I got this relief inside. Then there's no need to hide. I'm going all the way up. I'm going all the way up. I'm letting go in my heart of everything that holds me down. No, no. And it's feeling like I've been in the roof. I can feel the love. Oh yeah, it's all around me. Oh, I need to know how I can make it. Not afraid to fall. A parachute behind me. Feeling like a stranger on a foreign land. Far away, far away, far away. I could get along, could be a different man. Looking on the city lights, flashing bright in my eyes. Look up to the sky and I got this relief inside. Then there's no need to hide. I'm going all the way up. I'm going all the way up. I'm letting go in my heart of everything that holds me down. No, no. And it's feeling like I've been in the roof. I can feel the love. Oh yeah, it's all around me. Oh, I need to know how I can make it. Not afraid to fall. A parachute behind me. It's a clean slate, got a reason. The horizon is closer than it was. I will be there if you need me. I believe that we can grow. It's a clean slate, got a reason. The horizon is closer than it was. I will be there if you need me. I believe that we can grow. And it's feeling like I've been in the roof. I can feel the love. Oh yeah, it's all around me. Oh, I need to know how I can make it. Not afraid to fall. A parachute behind me. And it's feeling like I've been in the roof. I can feel the love. Oh yeah, it's all around me. Oh, I need to know how I can make it. Not afraid to fall. A parachute behind me.
Hey y'all, it's another work day in the tiny. So, there's something that I do not like that I tried to figure out a way to remove it. These braces, they're pretty ugly, but in order to get them off, I would have to remove the whole shelf. And I decided, because I found another piece of this wood that I have enough of, that I can extend this way on both sides. I am going to sand these walls. Not real hard or coarse, just a light sanding. And see if I can even these things up and maybe get this, whatever that is. It feels, I don't know what that is. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can get it to blend in, go away. And the same thing up there. I got to cut some wood. I have already cut wood this morning. My sawhorses and my wood that I needed to cut for benches was over behind my solar panels. I needed the sawhorses and I had another top, but that wood was so heavy because I think it was 10 or 12 foot boards. And that's why once I got them up there, I didn't want to have to, I wanted to cut them while they were still there and not have to, even after I had cut some of it off, they were still too big to maneuver for me, too heavy. So, what did I do? This morning, I took the board that was to be the legs and I cut two 13-inch, two 14-inch, and two 15-inch, which used up all but a little wedge of the wood. Then I cut 3 bench tops, 24 inches each. Then I cut braces, 6 of them. 2x2s, 9 inches long each. So they're all waiting for me to get my drill bits, my driver, so that I can put all that together. Something I discovered this morning. I kind of knew it. What I didn't know about my saw was that as I'm using it, that the bolt that tightens it to get your blade to the right height, it never occurred to me that it would just loosen up entirely. And that's what my problem was. One problem. I discovered that it was wrong right after I discovered that you got to have a fresh battery to do that much cutting. That is the second time. That's the second time in 2 days that I have completely run my battery down. And once I put the new battery in, once I figured out the adjustment of the saw blade to make it go through the wood properly, and I was like, and see, I thought I had a fresh battery. I didn't have a fresh battery, 1. And 2, my blade adjustment height was varying while I was cutting, because it was not good. But the sawhorses are back here. And what I did was I used that big long shelf that I'm not going to use for anything else. And it is now my work table. That is all set up. And what is next to do is measure. I'm going to measure from here to here and put in the board that goes here. And then the same thing on the other side. Here's why I decided not to remove it, because it's bracing the shelf. I needs it. And what I'm thinking is it might be something I can attach and use for curtains and stuff. Do you hear the wind? Yeah. And it's dangerous to set my camera up in that kind of wind. Something else in the tiny. I have plugged it in to my main solar system. And I am now currently charging my batteries. So, did y'all notice my window? It is what we call a mock-up. It was the idea I had using materials that I had on hand to kind of test it with and see if I was going to like it. And I do. So I have made much headway with getting things organized. Even, I know it looks like slow progress. But I am making headway. It's hard for me. Well, everything I do is, there's a practical reason, and just because something needs to be practical doesn't mean it can't be pretty. Today, I know what my curtains are going to be over there. And I'm adding another cover to the bed to protect it more. From what's the activity. I'm getting ready to sand in here. And so, that's funny. Sand in here, sand out there. Sand out there is most likely to be in here and the bed's already covered in it. It's a lot like going to the beach during a hurricane. I am making headway in all areas. Not just about making it pretty. It is, like I say, there's functional maintenance type things that need to be done. And in order to be safe, I may recruit help just to make sure it's getting done. I want to make sure things are done proper. As Bob and I used to say. So I'm going to get to work. Get done what's next on the list. I love y'all.
Yeah. May the road rise to meet you and the sun kiss your face. May there always be a miracle waiting just to bless your day. Life won't always hand you roses. Don't let it get you down. Keep your eyes on what your goal is and your feet on solid ground. Take this with you where you go. You are love, love, love.